folks, I was up in Blanchester here Tuesday morning. I was leaving town and I saw the rock train sitting down here for the I-know, so I thought, what the heck, I might as well get it. The local hasn't left. I'll make an attempt to get out to Midland. I don't know if I can outrun him out there. They move pretty quick now. They got the tracks fixed. And they got the big locomotives. I-know train, I've got the date time, and I couldn't tell you how long. It'll be a trick to beat him to Midland. He'll be moving once he gets out of Blanchester. I gotta go. All right, I'm getting them here. They're coming towards the Midland Yard. They're good looking locomotives. Up in the direction we're going about another, I don't know, half a mile or so. They just put these gates in here, oh, maybe a year or so ago. They got a grant from the state. They rearranged the yard here. So there used to be 4 tracks that went across here. Now there's only the 2. They cut the other 2 off and connected them together. Ran them into the 1 track over there on the other side. It's like a passenger siding. I don't know that I've ever caught a train here. If I have, it's been a long time. I think I did once. I think it's when I left my radio sitting on the trunk of my car and took off. It fell off down the road somewhere. Never found it. But that was one of those cheap old Bay things, so I wasn't really out a lot of money. see the end of it. Yep, you're looking into the Midland Yard. I'll have to see if I can find some pictures from back in the day. This used to be a pretty big place, but now they're basically down to 4 tracks. And you can see where they connected the two up there together and brought them over here into the passing track. But yeah, this used to be, I think they had a coaling tower here at one time and a lot of stuff, but pretty much nothing now. All right. I'm going to see maybe if I can get them one more time. It's going to be kind of hard, but we'll see what we can do. All right, folks, this is going to be the last place I can catch them at. I'm up here at Cuba Road in a staging area for when they work on the highway. And they're coming north. I'm south of Wilmington, about, I don't know, 5 miles or so. So they're going to come through here, and I'm going to get them, and I'm going home. Here he comes. I can hear them diesels are working. Hear the crossing gates going down behind me. They'll take them up to Melvin and load them, and they'll come back in a couple of days. But we should have a string of cars sitting up there loaded right now. This train will come back later this afternoon with a loaded string of cars. Tuesday morning surprise there. Like I say, I grew up next to this line down in Loveland, which is, I don't know, 25 miles from here probably. And back when I was a kid, this was the B&O. And this line saw as many as 30, possibly more trains a day. Now they get 2, 4, maybe at the most they'll get 6. And that's a big if, but it's definitely a ghost of what it used to be. But that's the way it goes these days. The big stuff leaves and the short lines come in, and then all the action drops way off. But what the heck. All right, well, y'all have a great day. Thought you might like to see that. And like I say, it was a surprise. I happened to be going through Blanchester and they were sitting there. So what the heck, I'll go after them. So everybody have a great day, and we'll catch you on the next one. Okay, I'm up here in Carlise, Ohio this morning. Here comes the local. First train of the day. A lot of old cars there. That's interesting looking. Argon. Well, it's short, but it starts today. Up here with Buckeye Freight Railing today. And Simon's EMD Productions will be here later, so you can check both their channels out. I'll have links down below. Okay, Friday morning. I'm up here in Carlisle with Buckeye Freight Railing and Simon's EMD Productions. And here we go. This is M560 CSX Mixed Manifest. He's moving on. Coil car. All right, that's a good one. We're going to jump out of here real fast and go up to Union Road because there's one coming on NS. So I'm going to run up there real quick, which is basically in the direction that train's going right now. It's about a half a mile from here, but it's where NS and CSX get real close together. And we also know we got another CSX coming, so we're going to get up there and get them both. Woo! Well, NS didn't work out, so barely made it back to CSX. Tried to catch that NS train, it was already going through. Barely made it back in. Then 558. Yeah, we went over to the NS tracks and that train was already flying by, so we missed it. Ran over here to Roscoe Roof Park to use the restroom real fast and thought I could make it back up to the other spot, but that dude was moving and got him here at the park. So I'm gonna head back up the other way now and see what we get. Okay, here we go. I believe this is going to be the steel coil train. This is number M523, I believe is what the number is on this train. Right out of the Cleveland Cliff Steel Mill in Middletown. About 15 miles south of here. Maybe 10. Those are the empty slab cars. They put those big slabs of steel on to make those rolls out of. Boy, he's moving right along. He's moving along so fast. Even blew over Buckeye Freight Railing's chair over there. A lot of breeze comes off those slab cars with those arms sticking up in the air. It really stirs the air up. All right. They've been running them all north. They were doing some work down south of here, and I think they had a bunch of them held up. We're hoping to start running them south, we'll get a bunch more. So stick around, we'll see what happens. All right, been a couple hours, but we got us a southbound here. This is M205. I think this is going to be empty auto racks. It's typically pretty long. That car with a gas mask several times. These are all empty auto racks. I believe there's a DPU in here somewhere. Nope, I'm very surprised. I would have almost bet you there'd been a DPU in there, but those are all empty, so it's probably not a horrible lot of weight to pull, but usually that train's longer than that, because I know when it goes through Hamilton, it takes 12 or 13 minutes for that thing to get through town. But anyway. Okay, folks, that's probably going to do it for me today. I've been up here now about 6 hours. I think it's time to go home. So if you don't mind, like, comment, subscribe, share. Check out an ad or two, help put some gas in my tank. And if you don't mind, make sure you check out Simon's EMD Productions. Give him some love, throw a subscribe there for him. I'm trying to get him to 1,000 subscribers, and do the same for Buckeye Freight Railing too. We're all out here just doing what we can to get you videos. So with that, we'll see you later, and I'll catch you on the next one.